The cops rushed to the crime scene along with the dog squad and began looking for clues. A case of theft was registered and investigations began right away. Days passed by, but there was no clue about the miscreants. Meanwhile, another incident that took place recently gave a shocker to the cops. The modus operandi of the gang was similar to that of the Harsha residence theft case. What exactly happened? Here are the details. April 2nd, 2014. Satellite Club, Komaghatta, Kengeri Satellite Town, Bengaluru. It was on this day that an unthinkable incident took place at the Satellite Club situated in the locality. It was around 11 p.m. when the club staff were about to leave the office when they encountered a gang. Ten masked dacoits barged into the Satellite Club, attacked the members and staff and fled with ₹7 lakh cash and other valuables. This operation lasted for just 10 minutes. Members of Satellite Town Club were celebrating Ugadi with card games when the gang stormed in around 11 p.m. and attacked the employees present. While 3 of the attackers stood near the door, 7 entered the card room, which was attached to the manager's chamber. The dacoits brandished machetes and attacked staff members who offered resistance. While walking back to the main entrance, the miscreants snatched gold chains and other valuables from the members. The 3 men guarding the door warned the members not to call the police. Slowly, all the 10 miscreants walked towards the door as one of them threatened the frightened inmates of a brutal attack if anyone attempted to follow them. As the members backed away from the tables, the dacoits grabbed the cash from the currency chest near the entrance and fled from the spot. Club manager Manjunath, who was shocked by this incident, immediately alerted the Kumbalgodu police. The cops rushed to the spot on hearing the news. They began investigating and came to know that the gang later drove off towards Mysore Road. The miscreants had come in a white Tata Sumo. Though a checkpost was set up on the Bengaluru-Mysore highway, the cops did not come across any such vehicle. Here is what Manjunath, the club manager, had to say about the incident. It was a well-planned dacoity. The dacoits went straight to the cashier's room, dumped the cash in a gunny bag. It is obvious that they knew where the cash was kept. It was very recently that the Bengaluru police came to know about such serial thefts committed by a single gang in the city. The case had turned out to be a big headache for the cops. Fearing that the lives of many would be in trouble, the cops decided to put an end to the activities of the gang. Hence, a team was formed to nab the gang. The cops knew that the gang targeted clubs and posh houses across Bengaluru. It was on April 16, 2014 that the cops finally got a breakthrough. Based on a tip-off, the cops rushed to the Lakshmi Venkateshwara Recreational Club situated in Hosakerahalli Main Road at around 9 p.m. The cops had received information that a gang had hatched a plan to attack the Lakshmi Venkateshwara Recreation Club. A team of cops waited for the gang to arrive. When the gang arrived, they laid a trap and successfully nabbed them. It was a 15-member gang. Though the cops tried to catch all of them, 8 members of the gang gave a slip to the cops and escaped. An attempt was made to nab the gang at the earliest, but the gang members threatened the police personnel at gunpoint and fled from the spot in no time. But a team of cops successfully nabbed 7 members of the gang. They were identified as Krishna alias KK, Rangegowda alias Abhi, Ravi alias Gunda, Ravish alias Jail Ravi, Yalakkaya alias Chinnagiri, Shashi Kumar alias Shashi and Appaji. It was on April 23rd that the cops nabbed 3 more members of the same gang. They were identified as Shivu alias Dande Shivu, Rajanna and Mahesh. The arrested were subjected to intense interrogation during which they revealed and confessed to the crime. They also narrated a story which not only shocked the cops but was also hard for them to believe.
The Bengaluru police in a joint operation nabbed the 10-member gang that was behind the serial thefts that took place in the city in the last 3 years. The gang claimed that they were associates of one of the most dangerous and most wanted criminal by police across the state. Who was he? What was his criminal background? Let's find out.
The Bengaluru police, who were on the lookout for the gang that was behind the serial thefts, successfully nabbed them in a joint operation. The gang members during the interrogation revealed that they had committed a series of thefts in and around Bengaluru in the last 3 years. What was most shocking was the fact that the gang members were all close associates of a notorious rowdy sheeter who was wanted in more than 40 cases of crime. He was identified as Giri alias Kunigal Giri. Yes, the gang members arrested were all associates of rowdy sheeter Kunigal Giri. Kunigal Giri, who was arrested by the CCB sleuths in 2008, was wanted in many cases of extortion and theft. He was also wanted in the Sina alias Dhaba Sina murder case. Giri had taken the contract to kill Sina. Soon after the CCB sleuths nabbed him, he was shifted to the Parapana Grahara. He soon came out on bail. He went on a looting spree across Bengaluru, Tumkur, Hassan, Dharwad, Bijapur, Belgaum and other places. It is also said that Giri was a gambler and invested all the looted money into gambling. During a dacoity in Bellary, Giri was badly injured, due to which he was admitted in the hospital. The cops who came to know about this successfully nabbed him again and put him behind bars. He was later shifted from Bellary jail to Hindalga jail in Belgaum, where he and his associates attacked the jail superintendent. An attempt to murder case was also registered against Giri in this regard. Soon after this, he was shifted to Parapana Grahara. It is said that Giri wrote all his life history in a diary and would plan his next target. There are more than 40 cases pending till date against Giri. He was released on bail in January 2014. He went back to his old friends and established a gang of his own. If you are wondering that the other members of the gang were new to the field, hold on, we will tell you about their criminal history one after the other. Krishna alias KK was behind bars for 7 years for a case registered at the Mahadevapura police station. 2 cases each, one at Dundee Naushid and Koratagere police station, were registered against him. He was also wanted in the bike theft case registered at the Gnanabharati police station. Ravi alias Jail Ravi was a rowdy sheeter at the Rajgopal Nagar police station. He was once arrested in the case of murder of his close friend Puneet. Shiva alias Dande Shiva was a rowdy sheeter in Kamakshi Palya police station. He was behind bars in a case of attempt to murder. The other members of the gang too were habitual offenders and were wanted in many cases. Presently, Kunigal Giri wants to hit the national headlines. It's his grandiose dream that he sees himself as a dreaded criminal, striking fear in the people and being talked about by the Prime Minister and the President. Finally, Giri visualizes himself giving it a ball in a blaze of glory and turning into a respected social activist. Giri did have his moments of drama. He pointed a gun at a police personnel who rounded up his gang before fleeing. He has a long trail of crime, 70 offences, including 30 dacoities and robberies in and around Bengaluru in a span of 4 months have been committed by this dangerous man. A police team swooped down on Giri's gang on the night of April 16th near Hosakere Halli in Banashankari. Police arrested 7 members while the others, including Giri, escaped. Another speciality of the gang was that they offered 10% of the money looted to Lord Venkateshwara in Tirupati, believing that all their sins would be washed away. With the remaining money, the gang toured various destinations like Goa, Mumbai and other places. They spent all the money and led a lavish life. Giri, who hailed from Kunigal near Tumkur, had written a diary expressing his wish to hit the national headlines through his criminal activities. Here is what the diary read. People across the country should talk about me. The Prime Minister and President should talk about my criminal activities, and then I shall retire from the underworld before turning into a full-time social activist.